I first heard about the TikTok creativity program beta around the midpoint of 2023, and I said, hey, you know what? This seems like a gold mine. So I started creating these AI generated videos using ChatGPT, using Midjourney, and using the AI voice creator. Stuck to it for about 3 weeks, but because I had absolutely no patience, I quit because I hadn't already made 10K in the first month. From there, I kind of moved away from the creativity program beta. I learned a bit more about TikTok Shop. Since then, I've been having a lot of success on TikTok Shop. But during the beginning of 2024, I wanted to give myself a new challenge, and I realized that the creativity program beta could be a huge opportunity for me to diversify my income streams. Starting the midpoint of January, I documented my whole journey for you guys in the creativity program beta, how much I was posting every day and how much I was making every single week. Fast forward a few weeks after I started, and I had a video go extremely viral. If you're coming across this video, you've probably seen my last one where I discussed this viral video and how much I was able to make off of it. And that right there is when I realized, look, the creativity program beta is the truth, and that's why I made that last video for you guys. But I know that after watching that, you're most likely going to have a ton of questions, more so basic questions about how you can get started yourself. In this video, we're going to discuss the requirements of getting into creativity program beta, how to post videos that actually qualify for the program, and how much you can expect to earn out of it. And we'll also discuss some content ideas that I have for you guys based on what I've tried and what I've tested and what's worked for me. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first point that we have to cover right off the bat is, how do you get into the TikTok creativity program beta? This is probably the most difficult part of this whole challenge. To get into the program, you need to have over 10,000 followers and 100K views within the last 30 days. You also need to be over the age of 18. Now, the 100,000 views is extremely achievable within a week, 2, maybe 3 weeks. You can definitely knock off that checkpoint. The more difficult one is getting the 10,000 followers. Now, I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. My account that I use for this program already had many followers that I gained from about 2 years ago, or actually three, around 2020. I gained a bunch of followers creating music content. So I already had about 40,000 followers. However, it is still achievable. Gaining 10,000 followers on TikTok is not like gaining 10K subscribers on YouTube. It's much easier, but it is going to take some time and some consistency. I think if you're starting from zero, within 2, 3, maybe 4 months, you can expect to hit the 10,000 follower mark. And I'm saying 4 months maximum. Once you've accomplished these 3 steps, you're officially into the creativity program beta. And guys, I've tried out a lot of different things, a lot of different methods of making money online. This right here is one of the simplest or most straightforward ones. It's not easy, it's not fast, but it is very, very simple and straightforward. Once you're into the program, guys, you just need to create videos that are over 1 minute long. Now, I'm going to get into the specific qualifications that these videos need to meet in order to become monetized. First, it needs to be over a minute long. Then from there, there's a couple other criteria they look at. The video cannot be a duet, so it can't be you directly reacting to someone and have their video also on the screen. It can't be a stitch. I learned this the hard way because I had a video get 200,000 views that was a stitch. And also, it can't be just images. You can't just make money off of posting pictures. It has to be an actual video. And you also can't just post other people's content, their intellectual property, without adding anything of your own to it. And by adding anything of your own, I don't mean just a little tiny filter. I mean like adding a reaction to it, changing things up significantly so that it can qualify as your own content. I know a lot of people have this problem where they're just clipping up other people's content and they're not getting it monetized, and that's the reason why. From there, once you're creating these videos, let's talk about some different content styles that you can go with and stuff that's worked for me especially. Now, right off the bat, I have to address the typical AI videos that I myself did last year. Now, AI videos can work very well. You can definitely make money off of them, if you're in a niche that attracts a lot of viewership, that attracts a lot of interest and engagement. However, my main point against making AI videos or videos that don't show you, or at least have you given your opinion, is that it doesn't allow you to build a personal brand. Guys, I don't want you to look at TikTok as a let me just make as much money as possible and dip. If you're able to build a personal brand on TikTok, it can branch off to many revenue streams for you beyond just the creativity program beta and monetizing your content, you can also do sponsorships. You can do, sell training programs, sell digital products through TikTok series. You can send people over to your YouTube page. You can actually build a community on TikTok that eventually would also be willing to buy from you. Versus if you just create an AI page, no one knows who you are. You're not building a personal brand. So there's many niches you can create content about that are out there. Many people are going to tell you right away, hone in on one specific niche, make a specific kind of content so the For You page and the algorithm recognize you. I don't necessarily subscribe to that ideology. Me personally, I'm knowledgeable or have an interest in a wide variety of subjects. So I thought, you know what? Let me just react to content or just post whatever thoughts come to my head. This way, I genuinely never run out of content to post. So I'll give you guys an example. I really love soccer, football, right? I love football. I watch it every single weekend. That's a normal part of my life. Every weekend when I'm watching the games, I have at least 10 to 20 thoughts that I just want to share and put out there. Instead of just keeping them in my head, I simply record it on my phone and I give my opinion out there. Another time, I might just be scrolling on TikTok and I find a video that I have a particular thought or idea about. I'll just react to it. My whole thing is that I am nicheless. I don't have a niche because me as a person, I have a wide variety of interests. If someone told me, what do you like? I'll be able to list off at least 10 things. So why put yourself into a corner right away? Now, if you have just one specific interest or two specific interests, by all means, you're going to enjoy your content because you actually like what you're creating the content about. For me, when I first started out and I was like, let me just focus on one thing, I didn't enjoy it and I got bored really quickly. The thing is, when I say build a personal brand, it doesn't mean you need to be just focused on one thing. It's just you putting your face out there and your face being recognized. People starting to see you multiple times on their For You page, starting to relate with what you say, right? And the best way to build a personal brand is to just say your opinions, say what you think. You guys will be absolutely extremely surprised at the amount of people out there on TikTok who get millions of views of video just by either making reactions to videos they saw on TikTok, just by dropping a random opinion, a random shower thought they had and making a video about it. The creativity program beta and TikTok as a whole makes making money just so simple. I think that's the reason why I'm like so infatuated by it and I've become obsessed with the creativity program beta is that any random video you post can get millions of views and can make you a ton of money. I want you guys to think back about 10, 15, 20 years ago. Do you know how difficult it was to make 5,000 a month? You had to really go out there and actually physically work for it and struggle. It was difficult. Now you can make 5,000 a month just by posting TikToks from the comfort of your own room. It doesn't even have to be 5,000, just 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 can make a big difference in your life. And you can literally do that in your pajamas in your bed from your room. Like, I don't think there's an excuse for someone to not create content on TikTok. It's genuinely that easy. If you don't have any specific ideas right away, react to content. I mean, as long as you have thoughts going on in your head, unless your brain is just empty, but as long as you have thoughts, then you have content. Voice those thoughts out to the world. Turn on your phone, record, post that thought. Find the video you like, share your thoughts about it. Anything going on in the world that interests you, share your thoughts about it. There's an audience on TikTok for every single thing. Now, I know many of you came on this video expecting me to be like, oh, this is the new hot niche that you need to post on because it's unsaturated. No, it's none of that bullshit. We're trying to make this a long-term thing. We don't want to just jump on a hot niche, post a bunch of videos about it, it dies out. Now we're looking for another niche. We're building a personal brand that can either be focused on one thing, if that's all that interests you, or your wide variety of interests, because TikTok caters to every single interest out there. A specific point I'd like to mention about reacting to videos is that often when a video is already doing good and you react to that video, use the beginning of it, you're already giving yourself a 10-20% chance, higher chance of that video doing well because the video that you're showing in the beginning already performed well. It's already tried and tested. We already have the proof of concept. It either has a good hook, has an interesting beginning, it just has something that made it show up on your For You page and made it get a lot of views. By using it, you're going to actually hook in the viewer, at least for the first 3 or 4 seconds. Then if you have nothing interesting to say, they're probably going to scroll away. But if you do, then they're going to be able to stay for the length of your video. And right there, you're not going to have to think of making crazy hooks or making a clown of yourself or saying ridiculous, controversial things to hook people's attention in, you're going to be able to do it through someone else's video. So now that we got the idea of how you get into the program down and how to start creating content, I want you guys to keep in mind this is a long game thing. This is a long-term thing. It took me about 60, 70, maybe 90 TikToks before one finally took off. And it took off in an insane way. Obviously got over 40 million views. I made $5,000 off of just one video. But I want you guys to remember, it's a long-term thing, but it's going to be so worth it. Imagine having complete and total freedom, location freedom, to just whip out your phone and make a couple $1,000s. Like, isn't that insane? Doesn't that just make you want to go out there and just create 50 TikToks a day? I don't know about y'all, but it definitely does that for me. You're probably thinking, okay, then how much is a realistic amount of TikToks to post? I'm not actually going to make 50 a day. I would say follow this formula because this is literally what I did and this is what got me paid. I started out just saying I'm going to make at least one TikTok a day. I made at least one TikTok a day. Then I started enjoying it more. I started having more thoughts I wanted to share. I started seeing more videos that I wanted to react to. Then from there, I took it to 2 to 3 TikToks a day. Then I would spread those TikToks out through the day. So I'll post my first one in the morning, one in the afternoon around lunchtime, and then one at nighttime. But you don't necessarily need to do 3 every single day. Just hold yourself to this one promise. Tell yourself I'm going to post at least once every day of the year. If you're able to do that, guys, I literally give you my word. I give you my guarantee. If you're able to post at least one TikTok a day every single day for 2024, you're going to start making money off of it. I don't have a single doubt in my mind. If you make 365 TikToks, 5, 6, 7 of those are going to get a ton of views. I'm not saying you're going to make $1 million, but you're going to make a couple $1,000s. At the end of the day, I've tried a bunch of different ways of making money on TikTok, from shop, from affiliate. I got to say, the creativity program is the easiest. It is literally the easiest because it takes such little effort. You don't have to deal with customers. You don't have to deal with fulfilling things. You don't have to deal with returns. It's literally just you turning on your camera, saying what you want to say, posting it, and closing out a TikTok, and that's it. That being said, guys, I appreciate you tuning into this video. If you have any specific questions about TikTok, I've literally done everything on there, from long form videos to short form videos to sell products to TikTok shop. You'll find my Calendly link down below for a precise, concise one-on-one consultation to answer all of your questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see more content about the creativity program. You want to see content about TikTok shop or TikTok shop affiliate. I'm also thinking about dropping something about TikTok series, which is pretty much a way to sell digital products on TikTok. Not many people are talking about it. It's pretty untapped. I want to try it out. I want to get my feet sturdy with the creativity program beta first, but I definitely want to try it out and show you guys what it's like in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.